John Osborne here. You can follow me on StockTwits and Twitter under the name TraderJohnO. This is the FX Educational Outlook for May 4th, 2017. Tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. is the non-farm payroll or employment situation news that comes out, and that means that everything's going to change potentially based on that news. It's as important as FOMC and some other key news that we see. So we're going to keep it a little bit short today. We're going to take a look at the pound yen first here, and we've been talking about it breaking higher, wondering if it's going to continue higher, and it sure has. It broke above those two recent resistances. Yesterday it couldn't get quite above that resistance at this point right here, and today we broke above that. We've pulled back since then. It'd be interesting to see if we can close higher than that and then maybe head a little bit higher. For the dollar loonie, we also broke higher, and we're continuing to go up here. We're looking for a little bit of a divergence here on the lower time frames, but we had some good energy towards the end of today that could be saying that we could go a little bit higher. And so I'll be watching for this to head higher. Our MACD is showing higher than the previous pivot. We're doing pretty good here, so I'd expect that one to go higher. For the pound loonie, similarly, we're moving higher, but in this case we've broken above this 1.77734 previous pivot, and we're coming down a little bit. We went back down to retest that, and we could see that move higher as well. Looking good with momentum, and that one looks pretty strong. But again, all these things could change due to non-farm payroll tomorrow. Here's the Swissy yen, also moving higher and breaking above this weekly pennant trend, or not really I guess it is a pennant here, but this weekly trend line that we had at the top, we've broken through that now with some pretty good strength, and I want to see if we can break above this next pivot here at 114.3. For the euro loonie, we are continuing to move higher. Good strong day today, move up, and we're heading up towards that 1.52787 on some pretty good momentum. We're getting a little bit of what we call an inflection here, which is showing increasing strength and velocity in our indicator here. On the bearish side, we've got the Aussie Swissy breaking through the support line that we are watching, so good for those people who took that trade on that break. We're actually breaking down through that line, which you can see here on the weekly and on the daily, so watch for that to get lower. On very bearish momentum across the board, so that one's going to probably run pretty good. And then the Aussie yen also broke through this daily trend line that we drew here. I'm a little cautious with this line because it's not exactly the cleanest pivot right here, but sure enough, we are moving back down towards the weekly trend line that we have here, and that's really what we want to watch for, is a break of that weekly trend line. And finally, the Aussie US dollar also breaking lower and showing more conviction to head lower, but keep in mind this pennant that we have here in the weekly, it's pretty broad. It's way down there. It's still at 0.72862. Remember, non-farm payroll 8:30 in the morning tomorrow at Eastern time, and we'll catch you over there next time.